Hello friends, welcome to today's prenatal yoga. I'm pretty excited about today's practice because it's one of my favorite ways to combine yoga with strength training. So we're just gonna call it strength and stretch. So there's going to be some strength moves for our upper body and then some stretch moves for our lower body. And then tomorrow we're gonna swap, do some strength for the lower, stretch for the upper. It's just a cool way to incorporate a little bit of resistance in our practice, and of course in safe and healthy ways for prenatal mamas and bodies and babies. So let's get ready to get started. Sitting at the top of your mat, your mountain pose, ready to move, but starting out with a little bit of stillness and centering. Shoulders are back and relaxed. You point those palms to the front of your mat, just open to receive. Big inhales and exhales. Do 5 big breaths at your own pace. I want you to hear yourself breathe out. So big inhale, bring those fingertips to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. You can even grip those hands together. Cactus them out and open. Then down behind your back. Open that chest. And release some shoulder rolls. We're going to be doing some arm work today, so we just want to make sure that they are warmed up. Ready to go. Front and back rolls. All right, let's do a big inhale. Fingertips to the sky, and then folding in half. Again, keeping those legs straight or bent, whatever is comfortable for you. Just hanging. And then rolling up. Let's roll back down. Fingertips toward the mat. Bending at the knees, we're going to come down to our knees on our mat. So our strength moves for our upper body today are going to be push-ups, which you either love or you hate. But they're so good for you, especially during pregnancy. It's a safe way to work on your arms. It's also a safe exercise you can do pretty much post-birth, almost right away, right? Always check with your doctor, but it's something that you can do. Your baby's playing on a mat, you can do 10, 15 push-ups while you're just hanging out, spending time. So something that you could even practice now while you're pregnant to then continue after pregnancy. So we're gonna start always on our knees, especially in pregnancy, afterwards, until you're strong enough to be on your toes. Always be on your knees, because you want to make sure you have your upper body form good before you're trying to balance all your core work too. So up on our knees, we're going to start with just some basic push-ups. So wrists are under your shoulders, those elbows are going to come out, chest is going to come down and up. Again, that belly might come down to the mat. Just stop where it feels comfortable for you. And up. We're going to try for 5. Good job. Let's tuck those toes. Walk those hands back to your feet. And then roll it up. Stepping forward with our right foot, we're going to be in our crescent lunge. So that means both feet are forward. Again, this is where we're going to be stretching. If you need a little extra stability, you can bring that foot back perpendicular. Sometimes, just depending on the day, I like to add that in there. So we're just going to keep our hands on our hips. We're going to be in our crescent lunge. We're going to lower slightly to stretch out the front of this leg to strengthen the front of the right. We're just going to hold. Breathing through. Stepping left foot forward, right foot back. Again, finding your footing, finding your balance. Once you have your position, lowering slightly, stretch out that back leg and strengthen that front. Releasing, stepping forward, big inhale, exhale, bring those hands down, bending at the knees, coming back down to our mat. Back to our push-up position. This time we're going to do a tricep push-up. So it's a move kind of like a chaturanga, which is where your elbows are going to come right next to your body and you're going to use your tricep more than your chest muscle. So on those knees, hands are underneath, your shoulders are going to come down and up. Shooting for 5. And back up, tucking those toes, pushing back to your down dog. Feel free to walk out that dog if that feels good. And bring those hands back toward your feet and rolling it up. Big shoulder rolls. We're going to step forward with the right foot to our stretch. This time in Warrior 2. So front foot is forward, back foot is perpendicular. Arms are going to be long and strong. Again, you can pause here or you can lower and really work on the stretch in that back leg and the strength. So you can be up here. You know, it's good, it's balanced, not super challenging. Or coming down slightly and challenging yourself. Let's hold for about 3 breaths. And release. You get to pick the intensity. Left foot forward, right foot back. Coming to your Warrior 2. Again, say this is like a level 2 intensity. Bring it down to a 5 or a 6. You get to choose. Whatever works for you. One is not better than the other. 3 breaths here. And release. Top of your mat. Big inhale. Exhale. Fingers coming down. Bending at those knees. Back down to your mat. Let's do a couple of cat-cows, stretching out that body. We're going to move to our third set of push-ups. Same basic body position. This time we're going to have our hands a little bit wider than your mat. Just make sure you don't slip if you're on something that's a little slippery. Just maybe try to keep on the very edge of your mat. So again, wider than your mat, down and up, shooting for 5. Down and up. Release, tucking those toes, back to your down dog, and then walking it back up. Roll it up, shoulder rolls. Stepping with our right foot forward. This time we're going to be in Warrior 1. So front foot forward, back foot perpendicular, hips forward, arms are tall and strong. Again, level 2 intensity or level 5, where you are at in your practice today. We're gonna hold for 3 breaths. Release. Left foot forward, right foot back, hips forward, arms extended. Choose your level, down or up. Releasing, top of your mat. Big inhale, forward fold. All the way down to your mat. Couple cat-cows. This time let's wag our tail, so that's side to side. All right, back to our table. We're gonna come back to our basic push-up position. So again, that's feet are up, hands are below your shoulders, your basic elbows out push-up. If you wanna shoot for 5 or challenge yourself with 10, this is gonna be our that's our second time through all 3. So let's go down and up 5 or 10. It's up to you. All done. This time let's move to melting heart. So hips are high, arms are extended. They can be extended or they can come back toward your heart. It's almost like a child's pose with your hips in the air. Releasing. Bring those fingertips to the back of your mat, coming back up. We're gonna move into our standing, our stretch. This time it's gonna be side angle. So right foot comes forward, left foot's back. It's that warrior 2 stance. So arms are long and strong, hips are toward the wide end of your mat. We're gonna move into our side angle, which is bending that front knee. Elbow can come to your knee, can come to your mat, if that's how flexible you are. And arm extends. So we're gonna be in our side angle for 3 breaths. You can challenge yourself by looking up or looking down, whatever feels right for you today. And release. Stepping forward. Other side, left foot forward, right foot back. Let's do our setup, our warrior 2. Big inhale. Bending that front leg, coming into your side angle. And release, stepping forward. Big inhale. Forward fold. Bending at those knees, coming down. Second time through our chaturanga push-ups, tricep push-ups. Knees are up, arms are gonna come straight next to your body. 5 or 10, depending on your challenge today. Up and down, and go. And release, back to your table. Or melting heart, whichever feels good for you to release any tension that you might have. Child's pose if that serves you. And release. Bring those hands back toward the back of your mat. Coming back up to standing, we're gonna roll it up. Couple shoulder circles. We're gonna move into our reverse warrior. So right foot's forward, left foot back. Again, setting up in that warrior 2. Getting our footing, getting our position. Then reversing our warrior. You can have that front leg bent or straight, whichever serves you today. And release, stepping to the front of your mat. Stepping back with the left. Back with the right. Left is forward, warrior 2. Straightening, keeping that front leg bent, moving into your reverse. release. Stepping forward. Last time down, big inhale. Forward fold, bending at the knees, coming down. Last time through our push-ups, these are our wide, so you can be wider than your mat, or just on the edge of your mat. Up on those knees, down and up, 5 or 10. Awesome. Back to our table. Let's cat-cow through. We're moving to our final stretch, which is going to be our pigeon. So let's bring that right knee forward toward our right wrist. Finding our pigeon today, you can come onto the outside of your hip, or you can be up high, tucking that heel in, or bringing that foot toward the top of your mat. Could be in your high pigeon or your low. Few breaths here. Then we're going to release, bring that right foot back, left foot forward to your pigeon side. Again, out to the side, if that's where you're at today, or right on top of that heel. Stretching out that left hip. And each side might be different, what it needs today. Be in your high pigeon, or you can come down low if that serves you. All right, releasing that pigeon. We're going to swing those legs around. Coming to our most relaxed position, we have earned some Shavasana today. So coming down on your side or on your back, whichever feels good. You can use a block under your head or between your knees. We're going to do about 60 seconds of relaxation and centering. And wiggle those fingers and toes. Rotate those wrists. Finding your way back up to your most comfortable seated position. Have some big inhales and exhales. Finding gratitude for our practice today. Bring those hands to heart. Thanks so much for being here and sharing this practice today, friends. Namaste.